Now here's an old video, isn't it? It's kind of been a thing that's been sort of creeping up on me for a pretty long time, I think. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And that adults males like it. I mean, I don't understand the hate for it. I mean, it's a kid show that literally has the goal of teaching people that friendship is a good thing, or at least that's how it appears to be. And I have been following people who seem to like the show for quite a while, actually. It started with Mendo Pony, who does some really cool music, and well, for him it's mainly just in the name. It's in a couple visuals in some of the visuals for some music, but it's really not that big a thing. It's just in the name. Then I started listening to Windwolf, which was the start of this year or something, the start of this educational year. And there it's a bit more prevalent, because basically the visual for every song have ponies and stuff on it. And by the way, those drawings look so bloody good. I mean, even if you don't like the show, you have to say that, yeah, that looks good. It's pretty objective, actually. That's kind of the thing with every community. Every community will have some really good pieces in it. And then a lot more recently, I've been watching a lot of stuff from the mysterious Mr. Enter, who just says that he likes the show. Cool. I mean, I don't get why people hate on a show. I especially don't get why they would hate on... I mean, males like it. So? Are we so stereotypically bound that males should have to always only like things with explosions in them? Just women can't like that? Girls can't like something cool? And also the thing of, I mean, maybe a bit more valid reason is, oh, but it's a kid show, but so what? Disney's for kids, and we don't scold adults for liking things from Disney. Yeah, I am in general very bad at understanding hate. I mean, making fun of people for liking something, I mean, maybe I can understand that, but it's childish. That might be a bit odd for some people to hear that on one side I'm saying that, yeah, this show that's for kids is, I mean, that it's for kids isn't really a thing, and on the other side I'm saying that it's childish, but it's not quite the same. I mean, who something is for doesn't mean that it is actually mature or something, or not mature. I mean, I don't think you would find a lot of people that would say that Michael Bay is very mature, and yet he's definitely making things for, well, for who is he making things? But yeah, I'm just going to give 3 random episodes from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic a watch, and see if I think that it's a good show. I'll probably show on screen what episodes I'll be watching, and they'll have links in the description to them, because I'm just looking them on YouTube, and I'll be looking at 3 pretty random ones just to get a feeling for the average quality of them. And yeah, this is my Christmas episode video thingy. Because what's more Christmassy than giving a random thing a try? Well, probably something that actually has something to do with Christmas, but nah. There's enough Christmas stuff already. Seriously, we do not need more Christmas stuff. If you want a Christmas episode, I don't know, go watch the Nostalgia Critic or something. So yeah, this was basically the part of the video that was me talking about what I kind of think about My Little Pony Friendship is Magic before I actually really watched something of it. I mean, the only thing I've seen of it is, I think I've seen it once while zapping past things when I was really bloody sick years ago, and I think I thought that it was okay, but well, that was a long time ago. And I really wasn't focusing on it, and I don't think I watched an entire episode of it. But yeah, I'm just going to give 3 episodes to watch, and I'm equally ready to say that, yeah, it's pretty bloody good, as I'm ready to say that I don't see a reason to hate on it, but it's not that great. Oh, and if you're thinking that I'm way too lenient with it, then you can blame it on that I grew up in the worst time period for animation and just child show around the year 2010 or something. Before that, Avatar was basically the only good thing I've seen on television as a kid. Other than that, it was basically all crap. And if you think that I'm way too harsh, well, you can blame it on that I've been watching way too much bloody Code Lyoko, which might have nostalgia in it, or might just be bloody good. But if you think that I'm way too harsh on this show, then you'll just say that, oh, you're comparing it to nostalgia, which is fine. But yeah, I'm going to give it a watch. Let's see what I think of it.
My Little Pony, My Little Pony.
So, 3 episodes of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic later, I think I like it. So, when I started watching it, well, the first thing I noticed was that I laughed at the jokes, or at least that the jokes made me smile. I started a bit more critical. I started noticing things like, the world doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, which I still think it doesn't. I mean, I'm not saying that it's really important. It generally isn't. Unless you want to tell really in-depth stories, the world needs to be consistent. But logical isn't really that important. And the lessons are very on the nose. I mean, it's a kid show, you can kind of expect that. And yeah, it's really obvious what lessons it wants to teach. They're good lessons, and I think they're told pretty well. In the first one, and I hopefully put the name up here, I think. Suddenly, at the end, there's a song. Okay, I did not expect that. It's a good song. I could see myself listening to it, just for fun. I did not expect that when going into this. I honestly enjoyed my time. And when the second episode that I watched started, I thought, this problem is really easy to avoid. The problem is that I can also really easily see people making these types of mistakes. And the jokes they were telling were really old classic jokes. But they were classic for a reason, and they did them fairly well. I mean, not all the jokes are heavy hitters, but that's really bloody hard. And sometimes the jokes actually really work. Because one of the notes I wrote was, yeah, okay, this can get fucking funny. I got an actual laugh out loud. When I went into this, I did not expect it to be bad. I expected it to be, at worst, pretty good, leading to very good. It's actually really bloody good. And it also had an odd lesson. A lesson that's much more for adults than it is for kids. On the other side, I do think it's actually kind of a good lesson for kids to know. So yeah, I really do think that, I mean, the show is legitimately funny at this point, and it's teaching lessons that I think are good to teach. And then when I saw the third episode, I was looking forward to it. I did not expect that. Because I'm recording this on Christmas Eve, and I really wanted this to be done on Christmas, and I really hope that it is done on Christmas. And I expected me to watch through these just because I wanted to make a video on it. I did not expect me to watch them and end up wanting to watch them. And this is one with a couple of legends in them. and the legends kind of make no sense, which actually makes them good legends. Yeah, this show seems to have really good writing as well, for some reason. I kind of know why, because the people who are making it really want to make this show. And fair enough, they make a really good show with it. I mean, the legends, they don't make a lot of sense. But they don't make a lot of sense in the way that legends aren't supposed to make a lot of sense. You can see how the original events led to this type of legend, which is just bloody good writing. And of course I also have to talk about the animation. And, well, it's not the greatest animation of all time, it's not blowing me away. But it's kind of like visuals in a video game. Blowing you away, I mean, that's nice and all, but it's not that important. Visuals can blow you away for a minute or so. The main thing that animation or visuals just in general need to do is not take away from the experience. And it really doesn't. They are good animations that don't take away from the experience and have a lot of character in them. Which is, I think, more important than the actual quality of the animation. If you have amazing animation without a soul, that's still bad. If you have bad animation that's overflowing with character, that's still good. So, did this turn me into a full-on brony? Probably not, but I won't lie, I can see myself just watching this on a day that I'm just kind of feeling down, because it's funny, I enjoyed it. I really did not expect that. I expected it to be good. I did not expect this to be this good. I mean, if you want to hate on it and say that, oh, you don't have taste, well, I might not, because, well, like I said, I grew up in the worst age of animations, of just kids' cartoons, I had SpongeBob, Johnny Test, bollocks like that, just bad all around. It's kind of the reason why I made the leap into games really easily. I mean, the stories that games told were always better than the stories that I could see on TV. And as somebody for who reading is bloody hard, bloody dyslexia, games became my most enjoyed place for stories. I mean, games have a unique way of telling stories in the first place, but that I didn't experience many good stories as a kid just on TV didn't really help. So yeah, if you just want to say that, oh, you don't have taste, you don't have taste, yeah, you can make that point, but yeah, I really enjoyed this. I would say, go give the 3 episodes that I watched that are in the description, give them a watch. They're enjoyable. Yeah, that really was not what I expected this video's conclusion to be. I mean, I have no problem with getting to this conclusion. I'm very happy to get to this conclusion. I have nothing against a really good show, but it's unexpected. So yeah, I guess this has been Vinix, advising you to give My Little Pony Friendship is Magic a try, saying farewell. Merry Christmas? Poor Google algorithms. First they tried to sell me the army, which is just such a big no. I have so negative interest in that. You'll have more luck selling me fake nails than you'll have selling me the army. Then I started watching Code Lyoko, and it's now sometimes giving me ads in French, and I don't speak a word French. And now this. Poor Google, they make money off knowing me. And this is making it so hard for them to know me. Oh well, people are complicated.